In this scene, the main character says, "That ass better not
Bro,
crack
what?
under pressure." Usually, people's asses are already cracked. Yours is as well, right?
Bro, I get stuck. This fucking game.
All around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for eyes.
Alright, Persona 3 is quite literally my favorite game of all time, so when it was first announced, I was so fucking locked in. Even though I was kind of scared because I thought that the remake might flop. Luckily though, we got the best version of Persona 3 to date. First off, everything I'm gonna say in this video is spoiler free, so there's only gonna be like general statements as far as the story concerned, but even still, I don't want to really talk about Persona 3 itself, but more so just this version of Persona 3, like Reload it only. Now we all know that Persona 3 is goated as fuck. It's peak. We know this shit. In Reload, there's a bunch of added dialogue, cutscenes, and other shit to give more added depth to the characters. So like the linked episodes, study sessions, and I guess hangouts. Now, I don't really know, and I guess hangouts, I don't really know what they're called necessarily, but it's like those coffee dates with Cyril or planning with Fuka or some shit. Mainly for like gameplay reasons. By the way, I just want to say, if I say some shit wrong or something, let it slide. Please, just let it slide. Anyway, on top of all this, it's all voice acted. W's right? Like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody trying to read all this bullshit. Not really. I actually fine with reading, but still, it's definitely a good change, so I don't have to like be reading so much and get kind of like drained from reading so much dialogue, so I can like take a break, kind of. So I think this was a good quality of life change. Now the link episodes with our party members specifically might be my favorite Reload edition, just period. They were so enjoyable to go through every single one of them, even though this mechanic conflicts with my vision for what I want in Persona 6. We can save that for another video. I believe that I think that the essence of these episodes need to be captured somehow in future Persona games. I think they were so impactful. They were like way more, they felt way better than just like your typical social link, because it kind of tied into the story more, if that makes any sense. Also, outside of our party members, they added a few cutscenes for sure, yeah. Clearly, they did this because Shuriga and OG is kinda ass. I would say that these cutscenes did an okay job, I guess. I guess it's definitely a positive. It definitely didn't take away from anything. But I didn't think it did enough for Shuriga. Takai's character got helped a little bit, but not a crazy amount. Chidori was already fucking goated in OG, and Jen is still fucking carbon. So my fault, brother. Now, outside of the story, there was a ton of gameplay changes from OG, some of which I could see influence from Persona 5 Royal, like the combats, and I think the 3G is some type of evolution of Showtime. It's kind of similar, but I think I prefer the 3Gs. I think the Showtime in Persona 5 was like kind of random or some shit, but the 3G actually had a method of like, you know, filling up the meter. Like, there was something that each character needed to do in order to fill the 3G meter, and I think from a gameplay standpoint, it puts more control for the player instead of it just being like some random bullshit. But outside of like functional use of 3Gs, I think that they look so pretty visually. Like, I guess I don't want to talk about everyone's 3Gs, but since I guess had OG mode in the original, and this was basically like an improvement of that, and they kind of integrated into the 3G system, it was like, for the most part, it's like one of my favorite like looking animations in the game. And there's another one I won't say cause spoilers, but I did want to bring it up. So if you know, you know. But my God, it is fucking cinema. And also, this game just hits in all aspects. Visually, the UI, the sprites, the attack animations, everything is just so fucking beautiful. I do have one complaint though. Most of the levels of Tartarus look pretty good. Third area, I forget what it's called off the top of my head. The industrial looking area. Oh my God, that shit is ass. It just doesn't look that cool, and the layout is so fucking dumb. Like I would be walking around like initially, like when I first got to that area, and I'm fucking like running into the stairs and shit. Like it was fucking annoying me. Anyway, since it's Persona, you know I gotta talk about the OST. I went into this game blind, so I didn't really know what to expect regarding the music. I did see a couple complaints beforehand that some of the songs didn't really live up to it, but regardless, I thought the OST was heat. I think the new songs were fucking crazy. Color Your Night went absolutely dummy. Also, It's Going Down Now, shit was really good. Both of those songs might be two of my favorite songs in the whole series. I think the remixes were like generally good. Like I have a similar feeling about like the remix and the original song, so it wasn't like that much of a difference. It might be a little worse or a little better, but it's like the same type vibe, you feel me? But I do think that Mass Destruction did take a bit of a drop, and I'm not the biggest fan of Mass Destruction, but I do think it's a really good battle theme, and the new one just lacked some type of, I don't know, sauce. I might be a little nostalgic or some shit, but it just lacked. It lacked something. On the flip side though, the remix Changing Seasons is fucking insane. That shit got so much better. I didn't even think that Changing Seasons was like one of my favorite OSTs from the original game, but this new one is like up there for me. So I just really enjoyed the catalog of songs. It's just really good, but that's just me. Now, as far as the thing that I hated, there's not really anything. I fucking love this game. There's nothing. They would have to do some crazy shit to get me to hate anything about this game. But there's one thing that I would say bugged me is the lack of nighttime events late game. It wasn't that apparent like early game because you're upgrading social stats. But when it came to like December, it was like I didn't really have much to do at night. There was like nothing. The only thing I could do was those Link episodes every once in a while whenever they became available. But other than that, it was kind of like I didn't have shit to do. And I just want to say, I think the VAs did a pretty good job. I don't really want to compare voice acting. I feel like it's a little disrespectful, but I think the whole cast did a really good job, and I think they all captured the essence of these characters. So yeah, Persona 3 Reload greatness. I know I was just yapping. I should have came with a better plan of what the fuck I was talking about. I probably missed some stuff, but this is basically how I feel. This is just my opinion. How did y'all feel about Reload? Did it live up to your expectations? Did you enjoy? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I know this game is missing a couple things like FemC, The Answer, which I now know is coming in DLC. But man, the only thing I was sad about was I can't just tell Fuka to play track 2.